Hey everybody, it's Mary. How are you doing today? Thanks for stopping by the kitchen and the farm. Today we are working on something that your grandmas and great-grandmas used to do. Possibly some of your moms. As you can see, I have green beans. You can use any kind of green bean that you want. These happen to be Blue Lake green beans. But I'm breaking the tips off of them. And if I find any ugly spots on there, I'm just cutting them out. Okay. What we are going to do today is make shuck beans. Have you heard them called that before? Maybe shucky beans. But the most common name is probably leather britches. Now, in my household, we grew up calling them shuck beans. So for all intents and purposes, guys, they're shuck beans. Okay, these are fresh beans from my garden. I picked them yesterday. Okay, I've got several more that I have been working on. I've broken the tips off just like this right here. Okay, and then I've taken them over to the sink and I've washed them twice. And I've just got them in here, finishing up drying. There's still a little moisture left, but that's okay. We're going to dry them. Now, this is an old tradition with the shuck beans, guys. It probably goes back 200, 300, 400 years, maybe longer than that. But what we're going to do is we're going to put, I have a needle and I have some really strong thread. This is actually kite string, guys, because it's strong enough to hold this, because there's going to be some weight to it. Okay. I have a needle with a big eye. This is actually a yarn needle. Okay. I'm going to put that through my bean. And I've got a knot here on the end of it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie me a quick knot in here so that for some reason, if the knot that's in the bottom of the string comes loose, I still have a knot. You may ask, what in the world is that crazy lady doing? Is she making Christmas decorations? No. But it's something to do as an alternative to canning or freezing your green beans. Everybody's always looking for a different way to fix them. So sometimes, guys, instead of looking frontwards, it's good to look backwards. Okay? We're just going to dry them. Okay? I have my bean and I have it tied. And look for the beans in the green beans, because it's going to hold better. We're going to pull this down. We're not going to cram them down on there and mash them. We're just going to put it through the bean. And guys, it's, you know, sometimes it takes just a little bit of pressure to get it there. And sometimes you need to put the needle on the counter and pull it. Like I've said before, folks, this is real life and I show you how I do it. But my mama and aunt used to make shuck beans like this all the time. And they would hang them on nails behind the wood stove. They had an old wood stove in the kitchen that they cooked on. When I was a little girl, guys, I'm in my mid-50s, I'll just tell you, just in case you didn't know. So, 35, 40, 50 years ago, they were still cooking on a wood stove in the kitchen. They had an electric stove, but they used the wood stove. Oops, and I missed a string on that one. So we'll take it off and put it in the chicken pile. But they had nails on the wall behind the wood stove. And during bean season, they would fix big long strings of these and they would hang them up behind the stove so they would dry faster. Well, guys, I don't have a wood stove today. And I don't have a really good place to hang these, so I'm going to improvise. I'm hanging them on a curtain rod. I'll show you where I hang them here in a little bit. But it's going to take about 2 to 3 weeks for these to get totally dry. I remember Mom making these. This is one thing I look forward to so much with shuck beans. And all it is, and I didn't know at the time, is just simple dried beans that she rehydrated and seasoned. But they taste different than just a regular bean. Let me go ahead until I get my thread full, and then I'll show you where I'm going to put them. Okay, I made my green bean, looks like Christmas decoration, but I made my green bean string. It's probably, I don't know, 2.5 feet long or something like that. Okay, and I just got to the end of where I was going to be, and I just tied 2 or 3 knots in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just tie 3 or 4 knots around the top of my coat hanger so I can attach this to my curtain rod. And guys, I hope it don't break, but we're going to find out in a minute, because I'm getting ready to do a second one of these to put on top of the door going outside. So let's see how this is going to work. It didn't break. Didn't fall down, so that's a good thing. Okay, guys, let's get out of the glare and go back to the kitchen. Okay, those are hung up now, and it should take 2 to 3 weeks for them to get dry. They're going to be a dark brown. Well, they're going to be a medium color brown, I should say. And they're going to be brittle. They're going to just break, just like anything dehydrated or dried. It's almost going to be like a potato chip break. So, like I say, it takes 2 to 3 weeks. Now that's how my mama and my aunt used to do this. And what we're going to do after that time frame is up, we're going to take them off the string, and then we're going to put them in a pot of water, and we're going to let them soak overnight and rehydrate. Then we're going to drain them, and then we're going to add fresh water, and then season them like you normally like your green beans seasoned. You can either add fatback, streaked bacon, an onion, garlic powder, bacon grease, whatever your flavor for your normally cooked green beans are, is what you're going to do to these. And guys, let me tell you, as an expression that my husband likes to use, it's going to be so good, it's going to make your tongue slap your brains out. And you're going to like them. And you're going to thank me for reminding you of what your mama and your great mama used to do. But I will make another video later showing you how I prepare these. But guys, you really should consider giving shuck beans a try. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on that next video.